Hello and welcome to Technology Simplicity YouTube channel, Go Digital Live Series episode 19. Yeah, actually it's 19. 19? No, it's 20. Okay, I hope everyone's alright and having a great day out there. Today's is come again. My name is Jay Chong, and today the topic is about do's and don'ts about digital branding. And before that, let me ask you a simple question. Do you agree that digital branding is significant, important for you yourself and also your business, your company, your organization? If it is yes, put in the comment box, say yes. Okay, then we will definitely have some chit chat there. Okay. Anyway, just to share with you guys, we're going today. It's going to be cover lots of information, especially we're going to talk about top 5 do's and top 5 don'ts. That's according to our experience. Okay, what you shouldn't do and stuff like that on the digital space. So why not? Let's move on today. Okay, once you see this screen, I believe whoever follow me so far, you already roughly know what is going on. Okay, I'm going to thank you again. So today I'm going to share with you that 1, 2, 3. Oops, sorry. Should be right here. Let me press one more time here. Okay, let me put out the coffee D like this. And thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Just within the 6 months, finally, Technology Simplicity YouTube channel reached more than 6,000 views. And if you look carefully, it's actually close to 7,000 views. Yeah, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. These numbers is actually really motivate me and push me go further and create more quality videos, especially when it comes to tutorial stuff like that. And whoever out there who put up the comments, ask me about the questions and everything about it, thank you so much. Okay, I hope the answer that I give you, the comments, the way or feedbacks that I give you is sufficient enough. If no, please put more in the comment box and we shall have more discussion. Yes, there's no right or wrong sometimes. Okay, let's go it. Let's go to today's topics about do's and don'ts of digital branding. And before that, let me put in the disclaimer. Okay, all this presentation is intended for education purpose. Okay, it's not going to replace any independent and professional judgment and stuff like that. Okay, and again, the statement and opinion is expressed by individual like me. Okay, so let's carry on. The very first one for IT geeks and developers out there, the digital branding. If you go to Wikipedia, definitely you can get this definition. Okay, I don't need to repeat. The keyword is very simple. It's a brand management technique, and you're going to use internet branding, digital marketing, and as well as online marketing. Okay, and you're trying to do some things like relationship stuff and the media content stuff like that. Okay, don't talk about this. Let's move on. Okay, for generally, I would say it's about identity, it's about visibility, it's about credibility on digital platform. Okay, very simple 4 keywords. It's right here. And the next thing I'm going to show you is this guy. If you look carefully, it's about the identity, visibility, and credibility in terms of digital branding, which is coming from digitalbrandinginstitute.com. Okay, this is how they explain. Okay, but for me, I have a much more simpler way for you. Okay, which is not in digital yet, but I believe the basic and the principle shall be there before we move forward to the digital platform, which is, for me, branding is about objective, it's about advertising, it's about marketing, it's about identity, as well as last but not least, don't forget about your product. Even though you are not selling product, you're selling service, that is also your product. Okay, put it this way. So this is my definition, okay, which is come as a brand. Okay, let's move forward. What usually branding needs is very simple for me. There are 6 things here. Number 1 is always positioning. You want to tell the audience out there, you want to tell the public why you are different with other people, with your competitor, with other existing solutions, stuff like that. Okay, number 2 is How are you going to make people realize this? Your identity, okay, is fine. Then number three is always communications, your tone, the style, the way, okay. Number four is about design, especially human eyes. We will capture the visual as, things like that, and packaging. Number five will be the experience, okay, the flow, the customer service, stuff like that. And last but not least, also don't forget about audio, the music, the sounds that you use. Even though I understand most of the time you're trying to do in a text space, stuff like that, but still there's a chance you're going to use that. For example, your trailer, your video, stuff like that. Okay, for me, usually you need these guys for branding. And when it comes to digital branding, okay, you have the principle of the 6 things that I mentioned just now. Now you're going to go viral, go spreading around the digital platform. You need hashtag. Definitely when it comes to hashtag, it's about your campaign, what kind of keyword you want to convey, okay. And number two is your SEO. What kind of, yeah, again, it's going back to the SEO, the topics that you're trying to do. Number three is always reviews. Okay, what kind of feedback, comments from the public? Nowadays, people like to read reviews from the real people. They will be believing much more, okay. And number four, again, is ads. Okay, ads is already old thing. I when I say old thing doesn't mean it's outdated. I'm just saying it's been existing for a very long time. The only difference is when it comes to digital space, you can do targeted audiences. Let them see what they want to see. Okay. And number five is the signature message that you always say. For example, I always say hello and a welcome. That's my signature message or greeting style. Okay. And number six, most importantly, is consistency. Even though from colors, from the style, or even the visual and audio stuff like that. Okay, simple. Let's move forward. Let me share with you a simple survey here. Is how much marketing budget allocated, okay, between the offline and online space. So if you look at it carefully, there are a lot of marketing budget putting on digital, like website, email, mobile. Then you're going to put in paid digital space, okay, like social media channels as well as the search engine. Then only you go to earn digital, whereby you actually put in genuine posting content, whereby you earn the followers to actually reshare stuff, okay. And then only you move to events, partners, affiliate, and offline and stuff like that. Okay, this is actually conveyed by Gartner's AMO Spend survey on 2021. So put it this way, 72% market up budget is allocated to pure digital channels. So put it this way, when it comes to branding nowadays, digital branding might be holding a much more importance that you actually imagine. Okay. Number two, I want to show you another survey is challenges when you try to execute the digital marketing strategy. Okay, I put it this way, there are two highlights here. Again, this survey is conducted by Gartner also. Okay, thank you for them. And two things you want to observe here is number one, it's actually comparison in terms of 2019 and 2021, which is 2 years different. Especially these 2 years, the major event we're facing and experience is pandemic, whereby everyone is staying home. So actually, this is the big why digital marketing and the budget have been significantly increased a lot during the past 2 years. Okay, because to be honest, when your country comes to a lockdown or stay home principles, things like that, definitely billboard at the outdoor will be dropping a lot. Okay, so pay attention to these two parts is delivering personalized experience to customer. Okay, this part is quite hard for you to do it, especially when it comes to billboard or hard copy stuff. Okay, and the other part is mapping the digital marketing message to audience channel preferences. Okay, this is increasing a lot as well. Okay, so think about all these things. Okay, I'm going to share out the slide after this, within 24 to 48 hours. Here you can take a look at it. Let me show you one more in theory or practical. In the digital branding and marketing, you're going to have a flow for each person, which by you're going to reach first, you're going to make them act, you make them to convert, then going to engage them, which The loyal customer will become, lapsed customer, and then they're going to be a repeat customer, stuff like that. Okay, you can take a look at this. Okay, I'm going to show you again the slide. Okay, let me show you the top 5 must do. Okay, 5 things only. 5 things, please. Just 5, not even your both hand. Okay, just 5. Number 1, be consistency. As simple as start with your username. I know a lot of you out there is facing problem like, setting up your social media account, your email, your website. Try to use the same keyword in all your domain names. When I say domain names, it's not just your website. It's talking about, for example, facebook.com/I'mJChong. Then you can find me. Then you go to twitter.com/I'mJChong. You can find me. You go to LinkedIn. You go to, linkedin.com/IN, something like that, /I'mJChong. You can find me. So this is the consistency I mentioned. Okay, if you found that your keyword have been taken, think about something creative. For example, 10 years ago when I tried to buy my own domain name and creating my social media accounts, I realized J Chong had been taken in most of the space. This is why actually I came out a simple words called I am and J Chong. Then I observed over the past decade, yeah, sounds like I'm so okay, by the way. Over the past decade, there are a lot of people trying to follow this trend. They're coming up the username using I am. So I believe the I am something is going to occupy really soon, and soon we need to come out something else like we love. I don't know. Okay, the part we will decide again. Probably another 5 to 10 years. Okay. Number 2, your logo. And when I say logo, you must have a variation, because nowadays when it comes to the digital space, we're talking about a lot of sizes, and we're talking about, you have to blend in with, dark background or a white or bright background. So think about that. So for example, I've been consistently using this logo and never changed for the past 10 years. I think more than 10 years, more than 10 years. And I'm just going to blend in, in a way that I put my name, or I actually put my website with a hashtag, just create a few variation, but the logo is still there. Okay, even though I'm not a designer, but these things have been worked it so well for me, so I'm going to keep it that way. Of course, if you are a UI expert out there, you can always comment to me and let me know what I can improve to the next level. I would more than happy to hear from you. Okay, but most importantly, the message I want to convey is local relations playing a very important part. As even though you have a lot of logo sets, but your core logo is always still there. Okay, remember about that. So moving on is the story. Yeah, the story doesn't mean you have to create the story. It's very important that the very beginning, why you started this thing, even though it's yourself, even though it's a business, it's a product or anything, it's a cause, it's a movement. Yeah, it must be a big why and a strong reason behind why you're trying to do it. I understand a lot of business, you're talking about you want to earn more money. I understand, but think about bigger picture. When you actually bring out this solution, what kind of impact or change you are expecting to see, after the chain reaction from the events that you're going to do. So that is the part that you need to look at it. Then, and of course, for me, I'm actually coming out the whole story. I even publish a book for that. Okay, it is the reason is so strong that you wanted to just share to everyone. Okay, if you have that kind of passion, your brand story will be very solid. Okay, think about that. Number 4 is your content. Okay, when it comes to content, it's going to help a lot in your SEO. And before that, you must be your domain expert. Okay, you must be master in that particular topic that you want to do. Okay, you have to be master of it. Okay, for example, in the end of the day, I want everybody out there, the whole world, when think about technology simplicity, that they would think about I'm Jay Chong, which is me. So this is the strong content I want to convey out. This is the strong reason why every Wednesday I'm going to come out GoDigital live series. Regardless what, I'm going to convey all the message just in terms of the knowledge that I have to every one of you. So that is the simple reason that I can do. Okay, to yeah, this is number 4. Then number 5. Oh, sorry. Oh, by the way, to make sure I'm the domain expert, I even actually published a second book, and I'm going to put up all the things here. Okay, this is the part 2. Number 5 is online to offline. Eventually, I understand most of the time we can do your digital branding and digital marketing over the digital platform, but think about it. Eventually, people still want to see you in life. This is why, regardless how great is the celebrity, the singer is, they still need to organize a concert. Why? Because they want to get in touch with the people in the same space. Okay, think about that, and definitely you will understand why I say online to offline. Okay, that's one part. Okay, this is one of the reason why I published a book, and then I have a launching ceremony about 2 years back. Oh my god, so old. Yeah, 2 years back. Okay, that's great. Okay, let's move on. This is the part that you might be more paying attention, because this is something you shouldn't do. Please, no, no, no. Just 5 things, okay? Bear with me and pay attention. Number 1, you don't know who are your audience. Okay, let's say I'm going to deliver technology simplicity kind of message when it comes to technology kind and tutorial stuff like that. The thing is, do I know my audience? Whether they really want to hear this or not. Okay, put it simple. I understand what I'm saying here. All are based on English. So one of the criteria for the audience I need right now is those who can understand English. Simple as that. Don't undefine the audience. Imagine I'm going to promote this live show to the Mandarin group of people, or those people who totally don't understand English. It will be like this comic, okay? It's like a chicken and duck that talking to each other. They actually don't understand each other. Simple as that. Okay, so in terms of defining your audience, which means you talk about language, you talk about culture, you talk about acceptance level, you talk about understanding towards the topics that you're going to cover. So put it this way, 90% of the company using persona have been created a clearer understanding of their buyers. 90%, okay, guys? So you must understand your audience. Number 2, please don't do something which is no pain point. Okay, if you're okay, this is just a comic to tell you a story whereby you try to sell a comb to the monk, and we all know that the monk is actually always bald, so they don't have hair. So why you give them a comb? They don't even need a comb, and you want to sell them a comb? Is okay, even though theoretically this is doesn't make sense, okay, but I know if you try to Google it out, okay, how to sell a comb to a monk, I believe there are a lot of ways they're trying to tell you how to sell the impossible things, stuff like that. It's okay, go and read through, but my point here is you must solving people's problem. You don't just focusing on tell people what kind of features you have, what a good thing you have. It's not about you, it's about them. Okay, you have to tell them how your solution can transform life. You have to tell them what with or without your solution, what is going to happen. It's about betterment, it's about be better. Okay, so on the other hand, it's about if you can provide a good customer experience, you can generate 4 to 8% higher revenue. It's quite a lot, right? Okay, let's move to number 3. Remember, before you do anything in terms of digital branding and marketing in the digital platform, number 3, do not look down on SEO. I know a lot of you feel like, okay, I already put a lot of advertisement and budget on ads on social media like Facebook, Instagram. Why I want to focus back on SEO? Come on. Okay, that's one of the reasons why Google still one of the top 10 company in the world with such a huge influence. Okay, the Google search engine won't be dying, just believe me. Okay, put it simple, 93% of online experience begin with a search engine. which is very true. Online experience, they start with something search, which is going back to the root, which is, I myself come from Malaysia, and most of them are using Google. I understand there are still a lot of Google search. I mean, there's still a lot of search engine out there, but focus on the majority that use it for now. Okay. So do not stop paying attention to SEO, as well as do not stop investing to SEO. Okay, this is very true. Okay, number 4 is no strategy ads. Okay, don't put up ads like this. Come on, I know you're trying to sell a telco, stuff like that, but the picture is like just not relevant. Don't use this kind of strategy. Okay, definitely. I will talk about. I mean, what I'm trying to say here is, when it comes to strategy of advertisement, doesn't mean you have to tell all the features that we have. Not necessarily. You just try to ask the audience to imagine with or without what is going on to their life. If you can do it in this direction, definitely you can capture their attentions. Okay, this is very important. And number 5, the last one that you must stop doing in terms of your digital branding is posting without a plan. Yeah, put it this way, a goal without a plan is just a wish. It's true. If you thought, okay, yeah, thought, right? If you thought that you're going to do this, but you never planned it out, you didn't write down the pros and cons, you didn't think about it, it will eventually become a dream and just a wish. Okay, it won't happen. So pay attention on that. Okay, so this is posting without plan. For example, when I published my very first book, I already know that what I'm going to do next and next. When you say you know, doesn't mean you need to have the whole details. It's about the direction you are heading on. What is going to gain after this wave, after this post, stuff like that. Think about that, then you will roughly have the big picture. You will roughly have the idea about the direction you are heading on. Then, for sure, when it comes to any obstacle, you know how to play around, but you're still on track. Okay, so stop posting without plan, especially you don't know what you're heading off, because it might jeopardize your digital branding as well. Okay, so think about that. And the key takeaway I want to convey to you is, number 1, I mean, let's go to the simple summary first. There are do's and don'ts in terms of 5 points each. The do's is must be consistency. The logo validation, please. I see a lot of logos start in, the logo itself is very nice, but when it comes to validation, it's fail. It's only can happen with a, dark background, stuff like that. Okay, by the way, give me one second. Okay, if you have anything to try to share with me, please, okay, put it in the comment box, and I will do my best to reply to you either right now or after on. Okay, I can always share with you. Okay, let's carry on. Apologize for the post just now. I'm just trying to stop the notification, else my watch will be keep keep checking and stuff like that. Okay, let's come back. Here is consistent logo relation, story, content, as well as go offline. Okay, even though I'm talking about digital branding, and the must do, the big do's are included. Must define the audience. You must know your pain point. Stop overlooking on SEO, as well as don't talk about no strategy in terms of advertisement, because you are going nowhere and going to waste your money. As well as, last but not least, is you must have a plan before you start posting something. So remember just now, you have a story in just your brand. So when you do a posting, you follow that story. So that is the plan. As simple as that. Then your strategy to come out with ads is about consistency. What kind of message you want to tell the audience? Okay. Then if you don't have the audience, come back to the logo validations, because sometimes you just want to design your logo in a way that the male might be more attracted to it. Think about that kind of stuff, okay? And lastly, the no pain point is really about your content. If you have a very good content, you're a domain expert in the industry, for sure you can solve the pain point of your target audience. And last but not least, SEO must be go back to SEO as well as, yeah, go to offline as well. Okay, these are the simple summary, and I have a simple key takeaway for you for today. Okay, before we end the session, it's very simple. Let me share you about this question. I believe you might take some time to actually think about it, but it's a very good idea. Just thinking about what other people would talk about your brand when you are not in the same room. That is branding, okay, guys? So when it comes to digital space, most of the time, actually 99.99999% people wouldn't care about you, and they just throw in the comments. There's so much honesty into the digital platform. This is why whatever you do will be reflected right away. That's why when a lot of people will trust people more on the digital platform. For some reason, I'm sure you agree with me that most people will be convey straightforward message in the digital space compared to face-to-face for some reason, okay? So thinking about that, then we'll realize if you manage to listen and to analyze all the feedback that you can collect from digital space, definitely you can grow much more better, okay? Keep this question in mind. What people talk about your brand when you are not in the same room? Okay, simple. Okay, so this is all about do's and don'ts of digital branding. Okay, and then again, I'm going to share this slide with you. Don't worry, it's free, and then I'm going to put up on the video description. Okay, it's just like that. And okay, I got announcement again. This is I know. This is something very exciting. I always put at the back. Okay, got people actually text me like, okay, can you put the announcement earlier? Because sometimes they cannot follow me for the whole 30 minutes. Okay, it's fine. I always put my live video playable, so I won't delete it. Okay, it will always be here. So, and again, I launched my very first book on 16th of November 2019 at the Majestic Kuala Lumpur. Yeah, thank you so much again for everyone that supported me. Not just those who attended, but also those who not attended, but I know you are supporting me. Okay, my second book is nearly complete. Okay, the only thing that missing part is actually the publisher license. Yeah, I know it's very funny. The content is already there, so the date has been shifted 3 times. I apologize for that, but save the date. 1st of February, it will launch digital worldwide. Okay, and for 2022, please grab the lifetime subscriptions. Okay, it's going to be at the video description again, and then please grab it while it lasts. Because for me, plan to fail so that you won't fail when it comes to plan. Lastly, when it comes to upcoming in terms of events, let me share you this coming Friday. Tech Direct Talk by WordPress Alliance Malaysia going to have a very special topic. It's called health tech. Yeah, eventually, when it comes to health tech, the few things that comes on my mind is, Fitbit, this kind of digital data whereby they will track your heartbeat, stuff like that. Then at the same time, I also feel like, since pandemic, daily medicines or daily health is actually quite important really, because we try to avoid ourselves to keep it to have a physical contact with other personnel. I mean, other human beings. So daily medicine, daily health, I think, okay, will be another great thing. So we managed to get the daily health consultant from he's the founder of Duilio, and also Hui Ting. Okay, she's the fitness trainer. So both of them we're going to share with you from two different perspectives. One is in terms of fitness. One is in terms of when you have the medical urgency, how you're going to contact them. So it's like one is more like getting healthy, and one is like get yourself a cure with appropriate medical helps. So both of them will talk about the health tech, and of course my very good partner and friends Edward will be moderate the session, and just within 1 hour you're going to listen to a lot of great opinions from these two experts. Okay, and again, I hope everyone still remember every Wednesday 8:15 p.m. UTC plus 8. Okay, please go to sx88.my go digital dash live. Okay, and next week I'm going to cover with you something is quite interesting. Yeah, I know a lot of people doing invoicing still kind of like semi-auto or kind of like manual. Yeah, so why not automate the quotation invoicing process, as well as I'm going to cover also how you're going to set the payment policy. This is very interesting. I'm going to share with you next week, 19th January, on episode 21. So before I end the session, happy National Head Day, 15th of January. Okay, if you want to know more about it, please Google it. What is National Head Day? Yeah, I know a lot of hats around me. Okay, so far we have been talking about do's and don'ts about digital branding, and next week we're going to talk about how you automate the invoicing, especially coming from quotation. Okay, we're going to cover about that. And last but not least, thank you so much again for you to support and watching, and all the likes, all the comments, all the feedbacks. Thank you so much. And then I really hope you'll be, stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. Most importantly, see you again next week on Wednesday, 8:15 p.m. Technology Simplicity YouTube channel. This is Jay Chong signing off. Bye bye. Oh yeah, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to put the notification so that you get notified when I upload a new video. And I promise you, every Sunday night I'm going to publish a new video, so stay tuned and see you again. Bye bye.